Hi, this is a Chippie education program brought to you by Behringer-Crawford Museum.
Only 8 days till Halloween.
The countdown continues.
I'm sure you notice the beautiful colors the trees are and all the leaves that are everywhere on the ground. They're lots of fun to play in, aren't they? Well, let's find out. Why do those leaves change colors and fall to the ground? Did you know that the leaves of the trees don't really change color? The colors that we see in fall are there all along. They're just covered up with green during the spring and the summer. The leaves change to their real color when the green chlorophyll, that's the stuff that helps the leaves make their food, which is like a sugar. When that goes away, then their real color shows. So when the reds and the yellows show up, that's really the color of the leaf. When the leaf uses up all the food it has stored over the summer, they start turning to their other colors and then turn brown, and then they fall off the trees. But don't worry, the tree still gets food from its roots, so this doesn't hurt the tree at all.
Hi, I'm Miss Kim. There are so many wonderful STEAM projects that we can make using autumn leaves. I'm going to show you a few of them.
Today we're going to make an autumn leaf suncatcher. You will need colorful autumn leaves that you have dried off, wax paper, an iron or an ironing board, a plain cloth or towel or thick paper for when we're ironing, yarn, ribbon, or string for hanging, and if you'd like, a paper plate or some other embellishments like glitter or sequins. First, I lay out all the leaves I've collected and make sure they're dry. Next, I need to gather them together and kind of sort them, see which ones I like, which ones I think I'm going to use. Next, I need to cut off 2 sheets of wax paper. I'll cut off one sheet first and put that down on a towel or on my ironing board. I'll put the other sheet off to the side until I make my design with my leaves. You can always trim off the stems or other parts of the leaf that you don't want. Then you're going to cover your design with the other sheet of wax paper, and then you're going to cover that with either thick paper or a towel so that when you run your iron over it, you're not getting the wax on your iron. And I'm actually working on 2 different sun catchers, so you'll see a little bit of both of them in the upcoming segments of this video. I'm just covering it with a washcloth right now. So you have the ironing board or a towel, the wax paper, leaves, wax paper, another towel or paper covering it, and then you iron it. And you want to make sure that you get all areas of it and kind of run the iron on it slowly. You do not want any water in your iron, no steam. And just keep going over it back and forth very slowly for about a minute or so. Then you can kind of peek and see if you've gotten all the areas adhered together. If not, cover it up and iron it a little bit more. Once the first side is completely adhered, flip it over and then cover it up and iron the back side to make sure all of those areas stick to the leaves as well. Now that both sides have melted around the leaves, you can cut out any shape that you want around leaves. You can go around each leaf, or you can cut it into a circle and put a paper plate with the center cut out so it becomes a frame around your sun catcher, or you can cut it into a square shape and make little lanterns and put tea lights in them. If you choose to use contact paper instead of working with the iron and the wax paper, You could make an easy placemat.
To use a plate as a frame, cut out the center of the plate, get some tacky glue. I'm just going to squeeze it out here onto my finger. And you want to put it all around the rim on the back side of the paper plate. And you can use any paper plate at all. It can be a plain white one. It can be one from a party that you had left over. Just make sure that it's going to fit your leaves. And you're going to want your leaves shape to be just a little bit larger than the hole from the middle of the plates so that it can be glued down to that back rim. Once you have it all glued, press your leaf onto the rim. Make sure it's all pressed down nice and tight. Trim any edges that show from the front. Turn it over and give it a couple extra squeezes. And then you can put a hole in it. Either if you don't have a hole punch, you can use a scissors just by bending it and cutting it. And then put a piece of ribbon in for a hanger. The frame can be decorated with paint, markers, glitter, sequins. It's endless. Let your kids be creative. Once the knot is tightened, it's ready to hang. And there's our sun catcher. And one without the frame. And here are some more craft ideas that you can use the leaf and the wax paper. You can fold them into a box shape, or you can tape 4 sides together using some fancy craft tape. And then put a battery-operated candle in it and have a little lantern. You can use an embroidery hoop as a frame. You can even cut out the leaves and glue them in a circle to make a wreath. Please send us pictures of your creations. We would love to share them on our Facebook page.
Join us tomorrow for more spooky fun as the countdown of Chippie's 13 Days of Halloween continues.